How's it going, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. For those of you new here, my name is Ashley. I sell on eBay and Amazon part-time while being home with my kids, and I absolutely love what I do, and my goal is to share how I do what I do with you so that you can do the same thing. And today we are kind of doing part 2 in my series about sourcing from Alibaba.com to flip on Amazon and how I'm going about finding products to do just that. Today we're going to go over 5 key criteria that I am looking for when I am sourcing products on Alibaba.com to flip on Amazon. It really isn't just as simple as thinking, well, I like this item, I think it's cool, so now I'm going to grab it and flip it. You have to put a little bit more time and thought into it. So that is what today's video is about. Let's just jump into it. First thing is, how many reviews do the top keywords when I search in Amazon, how many reviews do they have for that item? So let's say I find something on Alibaba.com that I think would be really cool to flip on Amazon. And I search on Amazon for keywords for a product like that or similar to that. When I pull up the front page, how many items am I seeing and how many reviews do those top front page sellers have? The front page of Amazon is a very coveted place to be and where you'll find the most success, and a lot of sellers fight really hard to get on that front page. So if your top selling items have thousands of reviews, probably really competitive and might be a signal that this is already becoming oversaturated. And especially if there's quite a few of them, or if there's one particular seller who has thousands of reviews and then its competition has just maybe 100 or fewer, or maybe just a couple hundred at most, you can kind of tell that that is the top dog seller for that item, and it might not be wise to go right up against Goliath right away. However, if the products that you're searching for have hundreds of reviews versus thousands, and even the front page of your keywords that you're searching for have hundreds of reviews versus thousands, that is a good sign. It means there's probably room for you also to jump in and try your hand at it. And take heart if you have discovered a niche that has some room for you to be competitive. Number 2, is it selling on Amazon for more than $20? I think that's just a really safe place to be. $20 should be a pretty good threshold. I found that things under $20 have slightly higher fees and are just not going to accrue the profit that you want based on what you're buying. Of course, it just depends on your margins and what you're comfortable with, but personally, I'm looking for something that can sell for more than $20. I will have a little bit more wiggle room with my profits. I'll have a little bit more wiggle room with advertising. Buyers tend to trust things that sell for that $19.99 mark or more than something that sells for $10 or less. I know it's really inexpensive and it can be appealing for that reason, but I personally just like keeping my margins at the same place as far as margins go. And I know I'll be spending a little bit more maybe on these items here and my margins might be different. Something to keep in mind with Amazon is the rule of thirds. So if you are selling something for $30 and it costs you $10, chances are you will keep $10 and the other $10 goes to fees and shipping to FBA and all of that. So it is a very comfortable place to be when you are spending $10, making $10, and spending $10 on fees. So even at $20, that starts to get kind of narrow, and I imagine profits on a $20 item after fees are probably closer to $5 even than $6 or $7. 3, are there a lot of different options and variables that I can play with? So if they're all exactly the same thing and they look identical, and there's hundreds and hundreds of sellers, chances are you're not going to stand out. How can you stand out? You're exactly the same as everybody else, right? So a benefit is if you're finding a niche or something that you want to sell that has a lot of variety and something that you can add to the mix to make it stand out a little bit better. And that's where something like Fiverr.com can come in, or Freelancer.com. It's just a place where you can find designers who can make a logo for you or can help you settle on a pattern or something cool that you can then send to the manufacturer for samples. And again, it just depends on what you're looking for. The more customizable your item, the better, I would say. So that's something that I'm definitely looking for my product. And number 4 kind of ties in actually with number 2, and that is to go to your competition on Amazon and check out what their profit margins might be. So I have an example of this that I'll share with you guys right now. I searched in Amazon for baby blanket with a hood, and I came up with this listing here. It has 138 ratings, and there's all kinds of varieties, some different prices, but generally selling between $10 and $15. And then I found the exact same thing on Alibaba.com. And I was able to see that on Alibaba.com, they have this exact item for sale for $3.28 up to $6.98 per piece, just depending on how many you buy, I think, in the variety that you want. Generally speaking, the more that you can buy from a manufacturer on Alibaba.com, the more of a discount that you can get. I have a very simple Chrome extension called Amazon FBA Calculator, where if you click it while you are in a listing on Amazon, it'll show you the product price. You can guess the product cost and then the ship to Amazon fee, because I am assuming these will be FBA. I do not do FBM whenever I can help it. And then on the right-hand side, it'll show you what your net profitability would be and what percent margin that is. So I can see that if this product costs $5 per unit and it sells for $15 and the shipping to Amazon fee is like 25 cents, I'm guessing you can just pack a ton of these into a box and send them to Amazon pretty cheap. That's been my experience. I've been able to send huge boxes to Amazon for as little as $8 to $12. It is really cheap to ship to Amazon FBA warehouses. I can see that after all the fees that they're estimating, the net profitability would be $3.84, which is a 25% net margin about. And with this number of reviews, it is estimating that you will sell 3 to 9 per day. These aren't always exactly perfectly accurate. They are a guesstimate, but it does give you kind of a picture of what this could do for you. So is this something that I would pick? No, I mean, for me, it just doesn't make sense for the volume that it's currently selling at. I think the seller might be hoping it continues to sell more and that the volume appears after time. You can also see that the picture, the main image, is blurry. I wonder if this just isn't the most optimized listing. It's just kind of an unlabeled item. So someone hastily got this up on Amazon, and 138 ratings, 4.5 stars is not shabby, so I will not knock them on that. So that's just one example that I came up with. I mean, I'm having a baby, so of course I'm thinking about babies and baby blankets. And then 5 is to just find a really reliable manufacturer that you trust. Alibaba.com has actually a filter on the side here where you can select trade assurance and verified supplier. And that'll just help you to narrow down manufacturers so that you can find one that's really going to be reliable. One that is willing to send you samples is really important, because you're going to want to sample these and test them out to make sure that they're really good before you bulk buy. Nothing's worse than bulk buying something that's just not good quality, and then you're really out of luck. So a manufacturer that has more than 15 reviews at 4.8 stars or more, has 3+ years of experience at least. All of that stuff is really great and points to a really good manufacturer. So that is my video for you guys. I hope it helped and gave you some ideas on things to look for, things to narrow down when you're searching for a product to flip on Amazon. I am really excited about this next chapter. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've dabbled in it before. I'm working on it a lot more actively now because of the situation I'll be encountering in 6 months. I'm really looking for more products that I can add to my Amazon store that I am not outsourcing one by one, that I'm buying in bulk. So I hope that I figure this out. I'm taking you guys along for the journey, and I'll just share my mistakes and my wins with you. Of course, I can't share the exact product I'm buying, but I can definitely share things to do and things not to do along the way, things that have worked for me and things that didn't. So anyway, thanks you guys for tuning in today. I appreciate all of you. Please subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you like content like this and you want more videos in this series. I can't even tell you how much it helps when I see comments and engagement. I try to only make videos that are super engaging and helpful for people. And when you engage with my videos, it tells me that you want this series to continue. So please, please do that. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment. That helps a ton. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate all of you. Take care, and I will catch you next time.